Friends, in this study video we will discuss about the development of embryo in dicot and as well as in monocot. In that we will discuss the globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo. After that, friend, we will discuss the embryo of monocot. Okay. After that, friends, we will discuss about seed and its classification. Okay. After that, we will study some important example of endospermic and non-endospermic seeds. After that, we will discuss the fruit and its classification. After that, we will discuss the most important topic, that is parthenocarpic fruit. After that, friends, we will discuss apomixis. Okay, and what are the advantage of apomixis. Okay, so now today we will start, that is polyembryony. Okay, so what is polyembryony? So it is very clear from the name. Poly means what? Many. Okay, and embryony means embryo. Means when a seed contains more than one embryo, means it is arise why it is arise? It is arise due to multiple embryo. Okay, it is arise due to multiple embryo. Means if one seed contains more than one embryo, then it is called polyembryony. What is the reason behind that? So reason for it means reason for polyembryony. What are the reason for polyembryony? Okay, so suppose you will draw the structure. Okay, this one is structure of ovule. So what are the reason for polyembryony, friends? If this one inside, this one is structure of what? This red color structure of embryo sac. Okay, embryo sac, and here this green part is egg, and these two parts are synergids. Okay, I think you have to know very well. This part synergid, this green part is egg, and this whole red structure is embryo sac, and this blue color structure is what? Nucellus. Okay, so what happens? What are the reason for polyembryony? If a seed contains more than one egg. Okay, this one is structure of embryo sac. As we know very well that in one embryo sac there is only one egg, but suppose if a seed contains more than one egg, in an embryo sac, Okay, this one is the first region. In certain seeds, more than one egg present in embryo cell, so that is the region of polyembryony. What is the second point? Second point is, if a seed contains more than one embryo sac, more than one embryo sac, okay. First point is more than one egg in embryo sac, means in embryo sac there is only one egg present, but in some cases if egg is present more than one, then it may be lead to polyembryony. And second point is more than one embryo sac is present in ovule. Okay, this one is embryo sac. Okay, this one is embryo sac. If more than one embryo sac present, then it may lead to polyembryony. What are the third region? Other cell. What is left? This one is synergid. Okay, so other cell like synergid or nucellus. Synergid or nucellus may develop into what? Develop into embryo. Okay, so today we will start polyembryony. What is poly? Poly means many, embryony means embryo. So it is arise due to multiple embryo. Okay, what are the reasons for polyembryony? So first reason is more than one egg present in embryo sac. Okay, as we know, this one is structure of embryo sac. Inside it, egg and synergids are present. So if more than one egg are present, so it lead to more than one embryo. Second point is more than one embryo sac. This one is embryo sac, red part. So more than one embryo is present in ovule. Okay, so that lead to polyembryony. And third reason is other cell like this synergid and cell from nucellus. Okay, this green nucellus may develop into embryo. So that are the reason of polyembryony. Now we will discuss. I think you have to clear. So now we will discuss, friend, artificial hybridization. Okay, artificial hybridization. So what is artificial hybridization? So artificial hybridization means crossing of two plants so that useful character of the two plants be combined in one. Okay, so what is artificial hybridization? Crossing of two plants so that useful character of the two plants is combined in one. So if we taking an example of one plant that gives fruit, okay, but they are not suitable in warm temperature. So what happen? We will taken the gene of one plant that are not suitable in warm temperature. So after that we will combine with that plant that are suitable for warm temperature. So if we take crossing, so as a resultant what will happen? It will happen that those plants that produce fruit, they can produce fruit, but they are also survive in warm temperature. So that is the advantage of artificial hybridization. So how it will take place, we will discuss steps. Okay, now we will discuss the steps of artificial hybridization. Now we'll discuss what steps of artificial hybridization. So step first is selection of plant. So in first step manually we will select the plant. In step second, what will happen? Plant selected, okay, plant selected, and what we will do after plant selected? After plant selected, we will leave the female reproductive part as it is. Okay, but what will happen? We will remove male reproductive part. Okay, we will remove male reproductive part, and this process is called emasculation. Okay, what is emasculation? The process in which removal of female reproductive part, that means anther. Okay, you can say anther. So the process in which we will remove the male reproductive part or anther is called emasculation. Okay, now in step third, what we will discuss? Step third is bagging. So in step second, what we will do? We will remove the male reproductive part, that means anther, and this process is called emasculation. In bagging, in step 3, in bagging, friends, what we will discuss? The covering the emasculated flower with the butter sac. Okay, so in bagging we will cover, means covering of emasculated, okay, covering of emasculated flower with butter paper. So if we draw the structure, this one is stigma style ovary. Okay, stigma style ovary, and this here you say this one is on anther, or you can say stamen. Okay, or male reproductive part. So in emasculation we can cut it. Okay, in emasculation we will cut the anther from the flower. Okay, we will remove the anther, and this process called emasculation. What is bagging? So here we okay, this one is stigma style ovary. So in bagging, what we will do? In emasculation we will remove the anther. After that, here we will bag means we will bag the flower, sorry, female reproductive part. Okay, we will cover the stigma with butter paper. Why we will do so? If friends, if this stigma is open, so any type of anther will come, any type of pollen grain will come, and it will start to germinate. So what is our aim? Our aim to cross of pollen grain which is suitable for any condition. Okay, that will be required. So we have to dusting the required pollen grain, okay, that is suitable. That's why we will bagging, to avoid the entry of any other any foreign pollen grain. Okay, that's why we will coating, means we will bagging. In step 4, we will discuss more and more in simple language. Okay, so you have to clear very much in one time. In step 4, what we will do? We will do collection of desired pollen grain. Okay, here we will do collection of desired pollen grain. Okay, after that bagging, we will collect the pollen grain that is suitable and that we require. Okay, so in step 4, collection of desired pollen grain. In step 5, what we will do? In step 5, we will dusting, means dusting on stigma of emasculated flower. So what is the meaning of that step 5? In step 4, friends, we will collect the desired pollen grain. Okay, in step 5, that desired pollen grain, we will remove the butter paper. Okay, in step 5 we will discuss the step 5. Okay, so in step 5 we will remove this butter paper and dusting the, and here we will dust the desired pollen grain. Okay, we will dust the desired pollen grain on that emasculated flower. Okay, now in step 6, what will happen? So after dusting of pollen grain, there is maturation of pollen grain take place. After that, here pollen tube is emerges, as we discussed in earlier lecture how it will occur. So after that, fertilization will take place. Means what happen? Fertilization take place, and after fertilization, what will happen? Seed formation take place. Okay, seed formation take place. Okay, and after last means in step 7, last step in step 7, what we will do? In step 7, friends, we will discuss, we will do the testing of seed that are found in step 6. Okay, so we have to test the seed, means how seed may be useful or not useful. Okay, that is the testing. How we will do testing? By germinating and study new plant that will grow. Okay, so in this way, friends, we will discuss the sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Okay, so we have to revise. So today we will discuss polyembryony. Poly means many, embryony means embryo. So how polyembryony arises? it is arise due to multiple embryo. Okay, what is the reason behind that? There are three reasons we will discuss one by one. More than, suppose if one egg present in embryo sac, okay, more than one egg present in embryo sac, then it lead to polymorphy. Second is more than one egg is present in embryo sac, so that lead to polymorphy. Second, more than one embryo sac is present in ovule. Okay, we'll draw the structure. Okay, you have to see and you understand more clearly. Other cell like synergid, this synergid present inside the embryo sac. Okay, so other cell like synergid or nucellus may develop into embryo. Now we will discuss the artificial hybridization. What is artificial hybridization? So in artificial hybridization, friends, crossing of two plants take place. Why crossing take place? To take the desired quality in a plant. Means if a plant is more resistive, means if a plant is more resistant to bacteria. Okay, so we'll take the gene of that and enters into that plant which is not resist to that bacteria. Okay, if that bacteria infected, so in that plant that are resist to bacteria, we will take the gene and enters into that plant that are not resist to bacteria. So if we enters through artificial hybridization. Okay, so what are the aim of artificial hybridization? It is useful in plant breeding to improve the quality of plant. Okay, simply you can say why will take artificial hybridization to improve the quality of plant. Okay, so okay, now what are the steps are involved in artificial hybridization? So step first is selection of plant. The first step is we will select the plant manually. Okay, means if any, as we say, if there is any plant which is resist to bacteria, so we will firstly observe, means we will do some experiment. After that we take the gene from that plant. Okay, so in step 2 we will select the plant selected, means in step first we will select the plant. In step second we will what we will do in step second, we cannot do anything with female reproductive part of a flower, that means pistil, means stigma style ovary. We cannot touch the stigma style ovary of a flower in a selected plant. What we will do in step second? In step second, friends, we will remove the male reproductive part. Okay, that process is called emasculation. Okay, I think you have to clear, means the process in which we remove the male reproductive part or anther is called emasculation. Okay, here you see the diagram. In this process we will cut the anther. Okay, now in step third, what we will do? We will do the bagging. What is bagging? Means after this anther is cut, we will see here, we will bag with butter paper. We will bag stigma with the help of butter paper. Why we will do so? We will do so to prevent the unwanted pollen grain to stick here, means to avoid the contact of unwanted or foreign pollen grains with stigma. We have to bag it. Okay, in step 4 what we will do? We will collect the desired pollen grain that are required. Okay, in step 5 that desired pollen grain we have to dusting over stigma. Okay, in step 6 what will happen? If pollen grain come contact with this stigma, there is fertilization take place. Okay, and seed formation take place in step 6. And last step is testing of seed. Okay, by germinating and study new plant. So after seed form, we have to take seed and growing in the region by germinating and studying. After growing, we will study the new plant. Means, is it sufficient? This plant is as much as we required. Okay, so these are the testing take place by the scientist. Okay, so in this way, friends, we will completed the chapter 2, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Now tomorrow we will discuss the chapter 3, that is human reproduction. Okay, thank you very much.